Welcome guys, Work96 here, and today I'm going to be doing another figure review. Sorry for my long hiatus there. Usual stuff has happened to me, so I'm not going to ramble about it. I'm just going to get right to the review. But actually, right before I start my review, I was going to say one little thing that hopefully I won't mention again because I don't want to spam any of you guys or be anyone that forces you guys to try anything new or anything like that. But I've been trying out this new website recently. It's called swagbucks.com, and honestly, it's actually not that bad of a website. And basically, what it is, it's one of those sites where you surf the internet using their sort of toolbar system they have for you, or just using it through their site. And you can take some surveys, but I rarely get any surveys that qualify for me. Do little things they have daily, all sorts of little stuff, and if you accumulate enough, like swag bucks as they call them, you can actually cash them in for prizes, like free prizes. And it's nothing bad. It's not a spam site or anything like that, thankfully. But it's a nice little site to try to rack up some points to honestly get some gift cards and stuff like that. So I'll put a referral link in the video in my description below, so you guys can try it if you want through my website, because it not only will help me, but it'll help you guys, because then if you guys can chain along with referral links or whatever, then we can all just accumulate a lot of stuff. So just see if it works. You guys don't have to. I'm not forcing you to. I'm just saying it this one little time just to see how good this site really can be, because I've heard when it's really good you can get all sorts of great stuff. So yeah, anyway, enough about that. Let's just get straight onto the review. So here's my next figure I have from my collection update I did a long time ago, and that is Aribunta from Ultraman Ace. And sorry if the quality is really weird right now. It's kind of dark, even though it's a lot lighter outside for me. I guess my lighting in here isn't the best. Still trying to work on getting a better camera though, but whatever. Hopefully I'll get to that eventually, so I can just do these reviews in better quality. But anyway, let's just get straight to the review. I don't have a roar for him, so yeah, you didn't hear any roar there. I don't know why I paused. I'm just used to it. But I can't really find many roars for monsters, so yeah, if I can't find any, I'm just gonna leave it blank. But whatever. I don't think the roar is that important. But anyway, so on to his history. I don't really know much about his history because I haven't seen any episodes of Ultraman Ace. I've seen the battle sequence with him, but what I read from the Ultra Wiki is that he's one of the two monsters that look just like this guy. Were under this control of this one alien called Jar Anman or something like that. I probably butchered that name, but whatever. So he was one of the monsters that was controlled by this alien, and basically what he was doing was he was living underground and taking blood from a certain blood type from random women, something like that, and so they would randomly go up to the surface and just take women and kill them, and down below in the big hole where they lived or whatnot. And eventually this leads to the Ace team, suspicious about this, and they end up killing one of these Aribuntas, and then Ace himself ends up going into the hole to find another one of these guys and the alien himself, and then Ace eventually gets captured, which leaves Zolfi to come and help out. And eventually they just tag team the monster and the alien, and they both kill him. And that's all Aribunta's ever been in. I guess he's supposed to be some sort of antlion monster. But I just like a lot of Ace monsters, so yeah, that's mainly the reason I wanted to pick this guy up. Alright, so we'll just get straight on to detail. Now, detail in this guy is, he's a much older figure than, some of the newer Ultra Monster figures that have been released nowadays, of course, but detail-wise, he's pretty decent, I'd have to say. I mean, he doesn't have that much going for him because he just got the coloring and stuff, but on the back, he's got nice bubbles all over his body, like so. And if you actually look closely, if you look close at his bubbles on his body, they actually do have some individual grooves put in there, so that's pretty nice altogether. But I think some of these areas are supposed to be colored in more, but that's more of a coloring issue, so I should wait until I get the paint job with that stuff. So yeah, that's just all of the nice detail that's on this guy. He doesn't have much going for him, but, you know, he's an older figure. But he does have some detail in his face, too. You can see that his shading's really bad. Sorry about that. So yeah, details are pretty nice for an older figure on this guy. Alright, so let's just go to articulation now. Now, articulation on this guy is, well, it's pretty limited. But my guy kind of has a weird neck tilt is going on right there, so I can actually get a little bit more rotation out of his head. But otherwise, his arms just move up like this. So you can make him do this kind of weird upper arm pose, where he's just all happy or something like that. Or I can just put him outwards like this, so you can make him hit. Or just put him down by his side, where he looks like he's lazy or something like that. Now, normally with his head, you wouldn't really be able to move it at all, because he's kind of got these fin things on his neck. But mine is a little leaning, so I can actually move it like so. Which is pretty good. So I can get somewhat decent articulation out of this guy. God, I hate my braces. And he's got tail rotation too. So, you know, he's got 3.5 points, because I really wouldn't call this a point. It barely moves, but mine can. A little bit more than average ones can. So, you know, I'll call that, I'll put that as half point. Now I'm onto sizing. Now this is where this figure is, yeah, not so good, but, you know, that is the dreaded Choju curse. Oh, I never said that. He's a Choju, because he's from Ultraman Ace, so, which is a super kaiju or something like that. Alright, so let's just get Ultraman, good old Ultraman, out. And, yeah, that just shows it right there. He doesn't look menacing at all, especially, well, yeah, because of his height. Because in this show, he was about that big to Ace and Zolfie, so, yeah, I don't know what Bandai was doing here. Asleep at the switch, I guess, because it's so weird, because they just give him such stubby legs, and, well, of course you're not going to get much height. Look at his legs. His entire torso just goes right up to his neck. That's just really dumb. But of course, this is a newer figure, so whatever, but I'm pretty sure it's basically the same older figure that they had back then, so yeah, still kind of stupid, but that's unfortunate. The unfortunate thing about this old figure that's never been re-released. Yeah, I find it funny that a lot of good old figures have just never been re-released. It's kind of stupid. But anyway, let's just pull out a common Godzilla figure you guys probably have. Bandai Creation GMK Godzilla. This works a little bit better, but he's still too short. I guess you can say, since he's GMK Godzilla, he's supposed to be a lot bigger than normal, but it still looks weird, because I think he should at least be up here, because he's supposed to be a tall Choju, sorry, but whatever. This works if you want to do the big Godzilla, smaller monster kind of thing. So yeah, that's that. And let's get another colorful kaiju out. One that's kind of got a similar paint job going on, or at least with his main body. Hydra. Yeah, Hydra also has kind of a short problem, being short, but this still doesn't look good at all. I mean, again, he's supposed to be like up here. But I just wanted to show this because they kind of have a oldness going to both of them, so, you know, I thought it'd be pretty cool. Just put them together. You know, an antlion and a bird, so basically he would eat him if he was hungry enough. And finally, let's just get another monster. It kind of has a similar body structure to me. Gigan. Yet again, his size is really off, but I just want to show these two off because they kind of have a same body structure going off, you know, with like sharp body parts. They both have a pincer mouth. They've got I guess you can say a tail, but whatever. That's nothing too special. But I don't know. They just look like they'd go together for me. You know, they could both be chefs. He'd be the knife and he'd be the prongs or something like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to be weird. But yeah, that's Aribunta. Oh, sorry, completely forgot. Paint job. I kind of covered this in his detail, but basically his paint job is, it's pretty good. Otherwise, I don't think he was that blue on his face. You know, Bandai has had a tendency of doing that back with their old figures, putting like some random color on their body. But I think this is more accurate than normal, better than Hydra. I can say that, but. Otherwise, I think his color on his all over his body, you know, this pinkish red, it should have been a lot darker because that's what it was on the suit. But it works. It's a lot closer than some of the other, you know, older Ultraman Ace monsters that they've released. So I'll give him props for that. He's got a pretty good coloring, even though some of the silver parts are just like really weirdly faded. You know, like it's silver there and then none there. But whatever. So yeah, that has been Aribunta all together. So his detail's pretty good. I mean, for an older figure, it works pretty well. Mainly on his back, they did pretty well with all these little bubbles and everything. So yeah, and I didn't show it much on, but he's also got nice eye design. And I said on his face was pretty good. So yeah, I'll give him props for his detail. Articulation's meh. I mean, he's a short monster because they made him that way, but they, you know, they just shouldn't have made him short in the first place. But you can work with the articulation, but it's still not that good. Sizing is bad. Sorry to say, but that's the only bad thing. Well, the worst thing I should say about all the Ultraman Ace monsters. Just unfortunate because I like a lot of the Ace monsters. I want to try to get them. But whatever, I guess I just got to deal with that. And paint job is pretty good except for the fact that his coloring should be a little darker. But that's just a little minor complaint. As I repeated, it's much better than some of the other figures that they've released. So, all in all, you know, I'm just going to give him the typical. Well, actually, I'll just give him a 4 out of 5 because, you know, the scaling is really bad. And, you know, the details, it's okay, and the articulation's, you know, not really that good. So, yeah, I'll just give him a 4 out of 5. Because at least he's got a pretty good paint job, and he's just a nice little rare kaiju figure, or choju, I keep doing that. Choju figure to pick up. I got this guy for, like, I don't know, $14, something like that. So, yeah, it was pretty good. Pick up a nice old figure like this guy. I thought I was gonna like him a lot more, but I guess I kind of, you know, didn't like him as much as I thought I would. But you know, that happens with everybody. They're always gonna have those figures they incredibly like, and they just don't really like that much. But whatever, I don't hate this guy. So yeah, 4 out of 5, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm not gonna say when I'm gonna upload my next review because then I'm just gonna completely botch that timeline and just never get to it for another, like, few weeks. But I hope to be getting to it soon and not be waiting this long as I did. So, yeah, I'll stop rambling, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys next time.